Hello, welcome back to another episode of Robinson Raceway. I'm Zoe Kirk Robinson, and today we're talking about bargains that you can get while out at events.
Racing fire, hear the thunder roll.
So, over the weekend, I was at a model railway event because my wife, Jennifer Kirk, she does an awful lot about model railways. And I tag along because, why wouldn't I? It's a chance to get out and about, have a look at how she does things and get some tips on modelling, because a Scalextric raceway, if you've got any kind of decoration on the outside of it, you might want to decorate in a similar style to model railway. So it's cross-pollination of hobbies. And also, I just like spending time with my wife. She's quite cool. So while I was there, I was very, very surprised that there was a stall who was selling some second-hand Scalextric he'd found in his attic. And I picked it all up. Bargain price. And that's why it's really important to get out to these events where people are essentially trying to offload stuff that they once had an interest in but no longer have a use for, or changed interest and things like that. So let's see what I picked up. First of all, this thing. I have never seen one of these before in the flesh. This is interesting, isn't it? It's built as if it's a building on the side of the racecourse, but it's got your buttons, track 1, track 2 and all of that. I have 20, 40, 60, and it appears to be a timer, which is interesting. So a time limiter, perhaps? I have no idea. This is clearly from after I was playing Scalextrics as a kid and a young teenager, but before I got back into it. It's also battery powered. I assume this is some kind of track timer for setting a race going or something like that. And underneath it just says, tried with battery and didn't work. AP53 stand, spares and repairs. So I'm going to give it a try and see if I can get it working. It's been a while since I did electronics. We had to study it a little bit. I'm a particle physicist, as the thing that I did as a university degree before I went into law. And we had to do electronics for a little bit, but mostly just so that we could build a quick circuit. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to repair this, but I'm certainly going to have a try and see if I can get it going. Something like starter grid and things like that. Is that a countdown before they go? Is that what that is? I don't know. I genuinely do not know what this is. So if you do, let me know. But that can't be the power supply for the system, because I've got that here. Now, these are the 90s and early 2000s style of controllers, the type that I am not really au fait with. My dad has some, so I have seen them, but these are more like the sports style controllers, and I'm not as big a fan. I'd much prefer the more modern versions, but I do like the way that they work on mono cables. So this is just your mini jack phono plug cable, and it's in mono. That's quite interesting. And a power base, so it's got the power supply and everything. It is working, so I can get everything running. So that's cool. Of course, I have on order from Hornby a set of converter pieces for the track, so I can use the more modern style of controller once they arrive. And also I can attach all of this track that I've managed to get, attach it to the Scalextric start stuff that I've got. Probably won't use all of it because this is a lot of track. All of this here. We have banked curbs. Very cool. 5 crossovers, analog style crossovers. These are not the digital ones where you can decide to go forward or to switch. These are just standard analog crossovers. A load of standard curves. Some half straights, a lap timer, a lap counter even. I've already got one of these, but this one is in much better condition. There goes my cat. She's chasing something outside. I think she's seen a bird. Loads more of the corners. There's loads on the floor. And a load of standard size straights, plus these. Very cool chicane. And the rocky, interesting one in the middle as well. So these are going to be very, very interesting. Plus, the Scalextric Sports style, almost what I've already got as a Scalextric Start, the one that I painted as the Green Menace. This is very cool. I have no idea what style of car this is. Baumler Men's Fashion, it says on the on the back. I don't think that's the make of car, but very cool. I like the look of it. It's... I genuinely don't know. A lot of cars look the same to me because I am not a massive car aficionado. I like slot cars. I like racing cars, but I couldn't tell you what type of car they are. I just like them. So that is pretty cool. And it appears to be in really good condition. All of these work, by the way. I've already put the cars onto the Robinson Raceway and had a run with them. Very cool. And finally, this one is, again, I don't know which type of car it is. It doesn't say on the bottom, but it's a Japanese racer. I know that because someone said, wow, Japanese racing, that's rare. I think, okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't know. But I'm very happy to have it because it looks cool. Silver and purple are cool. Taking that up for cheap, like 40 quid for the entire set because the guy wanted it out of his attic, I think I've done all right there. So what I'm going to say from that is, if you are looking to get stuff, get out to these shows. Seriously, get out to the shows, have a browse. You might find something cool. You might get a bargain. You might not. You never know. But you won't know unless you look. Now, all we've got left to do is, of course, assemble a track and race. This isn't even all of the new track. This is just part of it. And while it fits together, it's going to need a lot more cleaning. I'll show you exactly what I mean. All of these cars I have tested, they work on the Robinson Raceway. I can't get a single one of them to go around this track. And the reason, if you notice, a little bit burnished. Now, this isn't a deal breaker or anything like that. It's just something that you have to be aware of, and I thought it would happen, to be honest with you. I thought this was going to happen. I need to go over it with a buffing cloth and take the burnishing out of all of this track, and then we can have a proper race. But until that's done, that's it for now. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. It's always good to get out there and get a bargain if you can, and also just have some fun with your cars. But until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk Robinson. You've been watching Robinson Raceway. I'll see you next week. Happy racing. Bye for now. I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Without you guys, I really couldn't continue making all of these shows. And if you'd like to join our fantastic Patreon heroes here, go over to patreon.com/Zoe Kirk Robinson. It really does help us out. Thank you so much, guys.